Capricorn, how are you? How is everybody doing? This is Joe. I'm Joe. This is Joe. Okay. This is time for your mid-November 2020 tarot reading check-in. This is a general reading, so it could be about really any subject or topic that comes out and comes into play. This is a 4-part message: an angel card, an oracle card, a spirit guide card, and some tarot cards. And we're going to see what is your story, what's happening with you. Remember that this is an intuitive reading, so it can't be for everybody. So if it's not for you, that's okay. There's always another message at another time that might be better suited for you. All right. And oh, Leo had that card. That was a fantastic reading too. You know, don't try to fit things into your circumstances if it's not for you. That is my big disclaimer. It can't possibly be for everybody, right? All right, Capricorn. Let's see what you have. Oh, I'm going to hold off 1 second before I tell you what we got, because this is very cool. It's like what you want is there, but there's something that you have to let go of. There's some emotional ties that you have to break. All right, Capricorn. So here's your here are your 3 cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. So you have new life. Leo had this card, and it was a fantastic reading. So Capricorn, you might check out that reading a few videos back, but this new life is all about what's waiting for you in this reading. It's you haven't had that new life begin yet, but that's what you're waiting for. That's really what you want. You want that new life. You want to be released out into the wide open spaces, into something new, Capricorn. And you have here, you have cut your cords, and this is Archangel Michael and Raphael here. Okay, they're saying that there are some cords and some bonds that you have to sever. These are maybe some people you're tied to that you haven't let go of. Maybe they're no longer a part of your personal space, or maybe they're just somebody from the past, and it's holding you back because your energy and your thoughts and your emotions are going more toward something else. And it's saying here that there is more wanting to open up to you, but it's out there. You have to be willing to let this go in order to go get it. And you have this blessing from your spirit guides on your creativity. And so whatever it is that is waiting for you in the near future, Capricorn. If I said Virgo, I apologize, Capricorn. Whatever is waiting for you in the near future is very, very good. And I think that this is kind of this is a call to action to cut those cords. If you got to do some journaling, some rituals, or whatever it is that helps you to sever some bonds that are no longer serving you, it's going to help you move forward. And it's going to help you move forward quite quickly, I might add. So who or what are you thinking too much about from the past? That's really what this is about. You have 7 of Wands here, so you definitely have been, this is your current circumstance. So there is either a situation or somebody that is still lingering around you that is, I always say what I think, feel, and hear first. I almost feel like there's somebody that is constantly trying to provoke you, and they're always trying to just cling on just enough so they can't ever completely let you go. And so you have to cut those cords because you've been embattled with a situation or person for a while, and you're on higher ground. You've won the argument, you've won the war, or what have you. Doesn't mean you're not wounded, and that's where those cords need to be severed, Capricorn. And let's see the recent past. You have 2 of Pentacles, so all that indecision. And I think to me the 2 of Pentacles also represents, you know, that there's more for you, but you're tied to this, and so you're kind of back and forth with the situation versus what's waiting for you down the road. And so this is something you're conscious of, you have been conscious of in the past, and you have a realization that it is holding you back from being the best version of you. And in the near future, oh, look at this, we have the Hierophant Capricorn. Okay, this is the, you know, this to me is a learning experience, and it brings with a lot of understanding and wisdom. Once you cut those cords, you start to have maybe visions or thoughts about the experience, and have a different perspective, and you really have this higher understanding, and see things maybe not so much as they look on the surface, but you see deeper into it, and you see the truth about it. And so there is this like spiritual elevation by cutting the cords. You almost start to really almost instantaneously gain some kind of knowledge in your experience, and it's going to work in your favor moving forward. This is you know, being elevated out of this situation once you cut the cords. Then this is also about very traditional things, and so you might have been or are tied to somebody that you were in a very traditional relationship with, marriage or something like that. So keep that in mind. That might be just for one or two of you, but I do feel like that represents you coming into a new self, a new perspective, a newfound understanding, Capricorn. And we're going to see what is... Okay, so Knight of Wands, this is your goal, your direction. Your goal is the direction you want to go in. So ultimately, that is what you want. You know that the best case scenario, best outcome is for you to begin to pursue what you want, because you do have a new life, a new fresh start waiting for you. This new life here kind of reminds me of the Fool card, but this isn't just a new beginning that could go any way. This new life is like waiting for you, and it's there. You just have to grab hold of it. So, you know, really ultimately what you want for yourself is to move on and move beyond this situation. And down in the basement, your shadow side, your subconscious, and the things that maybe you need to know. Here is the Seven of Pentacles. You know, what you really want for yourself is a little ways off. I mean, there is some, there's progress, and there's, you know, what's that saying? There's a season for everything, a time to reap, or time to sow and time to reap. And that's kind of what I get from this, is like having to understand that though you may have some fears about going out on your own, or out into this new world, or this new life, these wide open spaces, or whatever you want to call them, there is this fear that what you want won't be there, you won't find it, but this is saying that just know that that hard work does pay off, and you do start to reap the benefits of that, because again, this is something that's telling you it's time to move on, it's time to go. You're missing out on all the things that are there waiting for you, and though the rewards aren't instantaneous, they do take time to materialize and manifest. And so the longer you delay, the longer that harvest is going to take. But this isn't just a one-time harvest. This is a continued long-term benefit that you're going to get once you get out of this situation and into your new life. And your challenge is the Tower. How do you like that? I think that's amazing. The Tower being your challenge. You know, this Tower, you know, typically the Tower is being struck by lightning, and what is coming down is not built on solid foundation. Excuse me. So there's this idea that this big change and upset comes with a lot of fear, but this is saying that just embrace that fear and realize it's nothing more than just fear. Fear is not truth, okay? False evidence appearing real, or something corny like that. You know, it's just the fear of the unknown. And so moving forward brave and fearless. Being fearless is going forward in the face of fear, despite having fear, and moving forward. And then you come on the outside of things and get through it, and you realize there was really nothing to be scared of. All of life is uncertain. It's the big shakeups and the big uncertain times that we tend to hold back. And so this Tower is your challenge to accept the clearing away of all of this, accept the fact that you have to cut cords with this person to release yourself into this new life. And the bottom of the deck, I just do want to point out Nine of Cups. You know, you do have an idea for yourself. You do have a vision for yourself, and you want that wholeheartedly. This is saying remember that. Remember, because it's out there in the beyond, but it's there, and don't lose sight of that. Do not lose sight of what you want for yourself more than anything, and it's not being tied to a circumstance or a person anymore. It's time to be released and time to let go, Capricorn. So I think this is a beautiful reading. I actually really like it. I'm going to say, you know, if it resonated with you, make sure to leave me a thumbs up. I'm just a little guy here on YouTube having fun with some tarot cards. I could use the support too. Leave a comment. Let me know how things are playing out, and don't forget to subscribe. You know, don't forget, if you want to hear more from me down the road, hit the bell notification. I will talk to you again very soon. Thanks for joining me.